Go home, gamer girl.
Must everything be boring and sad?
I just found out Count Dracula was a...
Oh, is that so?
You don't have to believe me, but that's the facts.
You know, suddenly I miss my dad.
Go me. It's a culture in decline.
Go clean up your room.
Are you sure?
You're a pushy little bastard, ain't you? But I like that.
It stinks. It stinks. It stinks.
Yes, Mr. Sherman, everything stinks.
Not straight. Stay tuned.
It's all part of a new program we like to call Deep Hurting. Deep Hurting.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Saturday Night Sith, number 128. We keep climbing that ladder now that we're back, baby. We're back. I am your host, The Fractured Filter, and with me tonight is, as always, Hitman. How are you tonight, sir?
Wonderful. I'm so wonderful. In other news, we have Star Wars Theory getting pwned by
Off
OG
the
Star Wars.
bat. Off the bat. Yes. Star Wars Theory eating some humble pie, perhaps. We don't know. We can only guess and assume as he
eating
gets
something. I don't know if it's humble pie.
as he
Probably a
gets
heaping plate of facts.
as he gets roundhouse kicked by
I mean, I think it wasn't even a roundhouse guy. I'm pretty sure it was just a straight up, just lightsaber to the heart.
I mean, if it's gonna be or as even Star Wars Scran here says, Theory owning himself like usual. He has a way of this. Yes. It seems.
I mean, can you imagine, like, not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but can you imagine having the largest following, Star Wars following on the internet, and you get pwned by somebody who, and no disrespect to Laura, but has, not the biggest following. That just shows you that, like, followings don't matter.
Right.
Knowledge matters.
Absolutely.
You don't have knowledge. You toe the line. You think you know and you don't. And you have a due diligence. You have a responsibility if you have that large of a following to, like, do your research.
Yes, I agree.
You sit there from your pedestal of whatever and claim that you know everything, and then you get owned. Is just, I mean, that's just crazy.
I just love that already off the bat. We're getting started with this.
Well, no, here's the thing. Because I told you before the show that I wasn't going to give this dude any more of my time.
And you launch immediately into it.
Well, it wasn't a shot. I was just telling him, like, the dude got owned. And the fact that he didn't even comment about it is like, that's telling in itself. Like, you got owned and you don't even have the gumption to like fire back or like, I mean, you're so confident in what you say, and then you get owned and like you're nowhere to be found. Oh, well, Jake, Jay Hime, he's got, 1 million followers, whatever. I was like, doesn't like, are you unable to check your comments? Like, well, that's a lot of comments to check. I was like, well, I mean, fine, sure, but if you're gonna sit there and say that you're devoted,
How about this? Let me say hello to the chat just really quick. Spoil that. Just hold on to that anger for just a moment, and then we'll also give some people that don't know context to what we're talking about too. Sound good?
I was just ready to just go all ham on him.
All right, let me just say hi to the chat really quick, and then you go ham on him. You can go 100% ham. All right, Darth Paz was first in the chat with Bounce. Static 2020 with yo. Hello, sir. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Fear of FEMA in the chat afternoon. All good afternoon to you. Star Wars Scran. Howdy, folks. Howdy to you. And then, of course, they're telling Scran to bounce from Darth Paz. And even Scran is telling him to change your tune. Scran says, Fractured Filter is the real Kyle Katarn. You are goddamn right, Scran. You are goddamn right. Dan Blackred, aka Liquid Blake, how are you doing today, sir? Hope you're doing well. Why wouldn't you have Hammond and his bush in the intro? You know what? I should have had an SG1 clip ready for this week. I am sorry. I have let you down, sir. I will try and do better next week. I'll try and do better next week. Darth Maul saying, Theory keeps giving me content, lol. Star Wars Grand saying, did he even watch The Phantom Menace? Watto treated Anakin well. And they, again, Alora points out exactly more information on that. And particularly with the source book of Tattooing Ghosts, you learn even how Watto treated his mother after the fact. So also Scran adding, do you do your research or shut up about stuff you don't know? It's fun. Apparently, according to a commenter with the clipped out segment, when you're doing theories, you don't have to know everything. So go figure. Darth Paz says, I wish I could respond to Theory's post, but I'm blocked. Well done, sir. Well done. You got the block. You got the block certificate. Scran saying, according to Theory, he knows Star Wars movies better than anyone, but doesn't give a shit about the lore. I don't know how that works. How can you know so much about the movies but then not give a shit about the lore? They go hand in hand.
Because he would contradict himself and he would look like an idiot, but he still looks like an idiot.
Absolutely.
Because he's contradicting himself.
Dan Blackroy with, I like to think that after they all celebrated under the great glowing ball of victory, that Anakin went back to Tatooine and discovered that Watto and his mother were married now. Oh, god damn it, dude. Star Wars Scran saying, yes, Dan, that's my headcanon as well. Oh, god damn it. Hey, Nerdy Neo, how you doing? What does Star Wars Theory do now? Well, all right, Hitman. Do you want me to pull up the tweet, or do you want to go? Do you want to start going ham already?
We do pull up the tweet for context, because context is important, unlike Star Wars Theory.
Okay. So, here it is. Where here is Star Wars Theory saying, now in canon, Vader kills Watto. He already was rumored to have done this back in Legends from the novel Jedi vs. Sith Essential Guide to the Force, documented here, his YouTube video. And so you can see his little smug face there. OG Star Wars, Alora, fired back, quote tweeting him saying, did you not do extensive research? When something is alluded, it means hints at, but with no facts, which means you need to verify if it is true or not. Darth Vader in the expanded universe did not go back and kill Watto. In fact, the lore states believe that's what he stayed in business well into the Galactic Civil War. Eventually, Wald took over his business around 3 ABY. He helped a stormtrooper he owed a favor to. There is no death records of Watto or a deceased date. Sources, Tatooine Ghosts in Star Wars Galaxies. And yes, in Star Wars Galaxies, especially with the revamp that they did with what was called the new game enhancements, you did missions for Watto. And Star Wars Galaxies is meant to be kind of in between, if I remember right, A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back a little bit, if not going. It also then kind of shares some spots with going a little bit towards Return of the Jedi a little bit. Or at least it's maybe I'm wrong. It's in between Empire Strikes Back and Return. It's kind of weird. The timeline is kind of goofy, but regardless. And then she further adds on. She says, "I'm going to add to this the info gathered by Tianer Solasar for Jedi vs. Sith, especially Imperial data, can be questionable. Reason why it stated it was eluded." And then she goes, "Why are you?" She did quote tweet him again with this. "Why are you lying? Records shared it was possible, not that it was him." And here she has excerpt from the book where was it? It's conceivable that Vader's memories of Watto were unfavorable. Furthermore, the identity of the Toydarian subject mentioned in Vader's recording remains unknown, but records from Tatooine preclude the possibility that it was Watto. The possibility. These creatures have become such an irritation. So here's the excerpt. "These creatures have become such an irritation that every time I see one, I want to strike it down with my lightsaber. Be that as it may, I interviewed a Toydarian subject who showed a great amount of resistance to Force suggestion, up to the point that I created physical discomfort. I found that they can be easily intimidated by a demonstration of strength, and it proved relatively simple to cause it to expire merely by making its existence extremely painful. Ultimately, though, it showed a great degree of willpower. It was no match for the power of the Force." Now, even with that excerpt, it's not saying it's Watto. He would obviously very much make the statement firm he killed Watto. He'd take pleasure in it, but this is not the case. It was just a Toydarian, any Toydarian. It could be anyone. And then I guess this is clipped from there. Oh, nobody's going to be hearing that. Hang on. Get the Sith. There we go. All right. Hopefully now. Oh, I'm not sharing this for you. Sorry. Sorry, sir. All right, there we go. Should be shared for you now, unless you're already watching the stream for it. But here.
That he did indeed torture a Toydarian, and records from Tatooine preclude that it was indeed Watto. This is nuts. I mean, I would definitely pay to see Vader return to Tatooine. Vader's journal.
So, no, from that journal, you very clearly get it wasn't Watto. It was a Toydarian. Yeah. So, Hitman, you want to add more to this?
No, I just think it's ridiculous that he just talks out both sides of his mouth, and the other mouth in his rear. Like, what infuriates me, he just is irritating. Not as a person, but like what he says, he doesn't have anything to back it up. It's like you sit here and you say this stuff, and it's clearly just just linguistic nonsense that you've somehow convinced in your mind that's true. That there's no source citing. There's no. Where did he get this? Where did he get it? Where did he get this idea that Vader killed Watto?
Well, for one,
I can tell you where Alora got the fact that he didn't kill Watto.
Right.
Like,
Well, and he tries citing legends, but when that's verifiably false.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just
Well, it kind of just goes to what you were saying last week about it, where he just comes from this place of authority that he's somehow the one to know it, but he doesn't.
No, and maybe that's why I don't like him. Like, not as a person, but maybe that's what just irritates me, because you come
The
at this from a place
persona he puts out there,
you come
yeah.
from a place of authority, but like, who are you, dude? Just, like, good on you that you have a love of Star Wars. I think that's fantastic. We all do. The true Star Wars, right? I think that's great. I think that's awesome that you found escapism when you were picked on at school. Like, I get that. and good on you that you have created this what you want to do. Like, I get that, but as somebody who's created this following on everything that is to be Star Wars, like, you have a responsibility to tell the truth. I'll pull something out of your rear that you saw on Wikipedia that clearly was put there by mods. like fact check yourself. And again, I have made it very clear on this show that I am not a figure of authority on Star Wars. There are things that I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Vader never killed Watto. Maybe he did.
No, because how OG Star Wars, he points to Tatooine Ghost, and in Tatooine Ghost, Leia, I think it's either through not C-3PO, R2-D2 or something, but there's hollow recordings, or no, it was Shmi Skywalker's diary that she ends up getting a hold of. I forget how exactly, and she ends up reading and going through it.
Like, the next thing that we're gonna hear out of this, go ahead, sorry.
And it's basically detailed through her life, through her time, up to up to the point that that's how they also learn about Watto still being alive, up until at least till I just know for certainly after Anakin leaves. And that's kind of the interesting parts with Tatooine Ghost, and how even Watto then treated Anakin's mother, and even did allow her being bought by or getting her freedom by Klieg Lars.
There you go.
So that's one half of it, I know, but yeah.
Like, the next thing we're gonna hear from this dude, you remember years ago we went over this thing where we talked about how, like, in Revenge of the Sith, when Padme dies and Anakin survives, like, Palpatine stole the life force out of Padme and gave it to Anakin. Like, that's what we're gonna hear next. Unsubstantiated, but he's gonna come out and be like, yeah, actually, the reason why Anakin survived Mustafar was because Palpatine stole the life force out of Padme, and she died right then and there, and did a transfer to Anakin, and then he survived. It wasn't the dark side; it was the fact that he stole her life force and put it into Anakin. That's what we're gonna hear next. Unsubstantiated nonsense, like the British say, nonsense.
Yeah,
rubbish. Again, I guess I can't be too hard on the guy because I don't have 1 million followers. And maybe if I did have 1 million followers, maybe it'd be hard to reply to every single one. That's probably the case. But again, the moral of the story here is, if you're going to make a claim, cite your sources. Because you could tell me that the grass is green, but no, that's a bad example. I don't know. Just
the anger has consumed you.
Back the table with facts, man. Just don't blindly say something, man, and expect the people to believe it because you have 1 million followers. Like, The Rock has 1 million followers, and I don't believe anything that dude says. 9 out of 10 times the dude has no facts. It just angers me that it's like, choose a side. And if you do think that you're this big shot that, has a duty to his followers, then follow up on that duty. But don't ride the fence, man. Don't say you love Georgia and love Flown. Like, you can't, like that. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You either love Georgia, you can't do that. Like, to say that, oh, I love everything George created, but I also love everything Filoni created, is like saying you love oil and vinegar or oil and water. Like it just you can't do both because nothing that Filoni has created is remotely to what George wanted. Because if it was, don't you think George probably would have created it? Don't you think George maybe would have done Ahsoka or made Thrawn fat or Boba Fett dancing with Tuskens?
Dancing with them Tuskens, doing snorting them lizards.
Again, maybe there's a vault of like George's like future ideas that never came to fruition, and maybe Cad Bane was in it. Maybe Fennec Shand was in it. Maybe Omega, who was supposed to be a boy, who's now a girl, who was cloned from a boy that is now a girl. Maybe that's what George wanted to do. Don't think so, because last time I checked, Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back was a dude.
Last I knew,
or he could have been a woman with a really low graveling voice, but pretty sure he was a dude.
Yeah, Fear Freema says Theory's favorite ride is the fence. Pretty much, dude.
Well, that's why I told you there's smoke coming off that fence because he's starting a fire from his butt cheeks being on it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Again, choose a side. That's all I want. If he came out tomorrow and said, you know what, like I really love Filoni, but then it's like, well, I don't. That's just what's infuriating.
Well, that's just it. He just wants to. He just wants to ride the fence. He doesn't want to make a hard. And we've discussed that even before. It's like, dude, you have to at least cement yourself on something. This back and forth flip flop and BS is just, it's for the birds. But we've also talked about it. He probably sees it as that financial risk. That if he does it, he could potentially lose a bunch of followers and stuff like that. Well, depending on which side he goes. No, I agree.
He's a shy.
I agree.
What we need to do, we somehow need to get this trending to have him either debate Alora or Tim. Make it happen.
I think that'd be like YouTube suicide at this point. I don't think he would do that or even acknowledge it.
Although there's nothing to be scared of.
No, I don't disagree.
What you know, you should be so confident in what you know. Like I've never met Alora, right? She's been on she's gone into the chat. I've watched
Calf Chat.
Her show, Calf Chat. So, thank you. Had a brain fart. Don't know her as a person, but I guarantee you that she is so confident. Like it's just it doesn't. It's not the fact that she exudes confidence. It's because she backs it up.
Well, and she's always doing new research and stuff like that.
The point is, she is so like that. That girl's so confident that I guarantee you she would jump at the opportunity to debate him and not be scared at all because she's got her. She's got her facts. Him, I don't think so.
He has writers to bring the information that he doesn't even have.
And
he's too busy to do his own theory videos, man. He's just. So I wonder who. Oh, this is from 5 years ago. He might have still been doing his bullshit.
And the thing is, it's like good. Was it bad press is still press, or what's the saying? Like,
oh, there's no such thing as bad press or something like. Yeah.
So here we are talking about it. So like, I mean, people are watching, but I'm like, dude's just irritating. I guess I don't know. He could be a cool person.
Definitely crawls under your skin. It seems.
Man, it's like, my goodness, like you're nothing. You're just it's like you're not an authority, dude. And it really irked my gear, like really grinded my gears last week, where he was like, "Oh yeah, I think George would approve this message." Like, who are you to say that? Like, do you know George? Are you friends with George?
No, well, you established he does not. No,
I get that, right? But that's a bold.
No, I know. Well, because like we even talked about it last week. It's like this was coming from like second, third, fourth hand information at that point. It's like, dude, what? And like you say, he says it in such a way that he comes from a place of authority that it's just like, bro.
He probably believes what Joby Harold said. Now that's probably not true, but you know how Anakin or Obi-Wan never knew that Vader was Anakin because he saw it in some Wikipedia post.
Oh, something like that. It was something silly.
No, I just don't
I forget
get
the
it.
exact thing, but
And
yeah.
I'll never understand till the day that I die how you can have people who claim to love the OT, but then love this just cesspool-esque dog water
Yeah.
stuff that Disney come out with. Like to say, oh yeah, like A New Hope's like one of my favorite movies. I love George, but the Skeleton Crew's really good too. That's amazing writing. I wish George could have wrote like that. Like, what did you just say? What came out of your mouth? Kenny from South Park, what just threw up a turd? Literally, Kenny from South Park.
Oh
I'm done.
God.
I digress. Hashtag not my theory. Hashtag not my channel.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? We're gonna take a poll tonight. I want everybody to go in and vote on this poll. Should Fracture start a channel within his Discord, everything to do with theory?
Oh. Discord for what? Theories, all evidence for theories
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything and everything for theory.
I mean, this is what you want, but I'll put it in theories crimes, let's call it.
Yeah. You might have to create another channel for it because I don't know if it's gonna break the system.
All right, the poll should be dropping now, so people can start casting their vote. I'll leave it up, and we will
The heinous crimes.
We'll hey, Imp Black Belt, how's it going? But we'll allow for the poll to go up until we're about to close it out, until we close out for Stargate Watch. But for now, cast your votes, people, on whether or not. And I probably should start advertising, or at least letting people join the Discord. I've been such a very, very selective on how people are allowed in. But for anybody that ain't,
by application only. Reviewed by Brad Duke Devil. You have licensed that out to him.
All right, there we go. So I can just drop it here.
I'll make it easy for you. If you love the Bajorans, you can't join.
Brad's already in the Discord.
If you are fully behind the Cardassians, brownie points. You're accepted.
You are too much.
What? If I hear somebody say Bajor one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Why isn't it allowing me to? God dang it. Are you still there? You just suddenly went so quiet.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm here.
I'm just trying to make sure I got this link working. It just seemed to be kind of goofy. Why is it doing that? Copy.
Like, if Bajorans were a candy, they would be like the Andes Thin Mints that nobody eats.
No, Brad is saying there better be a Cardassian avatar for Hitman tomorrow.
Hold on. I retract my statement. They're not that's disrespectful to Andes. They're actually more like peeps.
I'll have to send Brad. I'll send Hitman what I cooked up for the weekend pregame when I switched over to a Cardassian.
And then he better be a Cardassian.
Of course,
that embodies the.
You didn't see me do. Oh, of course you didn't watch weekend pregame. I did. Yes. I removed my camera for a hot minute, and I was immediately like slicing it together, and I popped in with the Cardassian avatar and everything.
Yeah.
And Brad told me I had to join up with that for tomorrow, so
He's trying to get you to be pro. He's trying to get you to be pro Bajoran. A sympathizer is what he's trying to do, and I'm just trying to show you the truth, man. Like I don't know what else I have to do.
I don't know how he's exactly swaying me either which
They're
way.
manipulating. They're manipulative.
I love this. I just love this.
How do you think Ensign Ro became an ensign? She manipulated Starfleet.
Oh God.
Given her.
There we go. Stupid thing. All right. So there's the Discord link for anybody that wants to join our Discord.
Listen, no other person.
Uh-huh.
I just love it. She's so disrespectful. She's disrespectful, sarcastic. And the only reason why she got into Starfleet, let's be honest, is because she's Bajoran and they've got Bajoran sympathizers. You're telling me no. Terrible. Filthy, stinky.
Well, so far with the vote, 6 votes, it looks like
I'll say no.
It looks like so far the yeses are having it. You better contribute to that channel, man. You better contribute.
I love this. The people have spoken.
With your hate boner for Star Wars theory here.
Oh man.
All right, let's get to the chat here really quick. Dan Blackroyd saying they became the Bonnie and Clyde of the desert and took control of the huts. Star Wars Grand saying Phantom Menace is the only Star Wars movie that is canon, so the possibilities are endless. Blackroyd saying they tried to steal Watto's gold. Oh God. Star Wars Grand quoting Jedi mind tricks don't work on me, only money. Star Wars Grant saying, yes, Theories Explained video ended as a theory video. I guess he's staying on brand there, isn't he? Grant saying he likes to reference the Disney Vader comics as evidence as well that Vader returned to Tatooine, which, if I remember right, wasn't it the Rise of the Dark Lord book where Qui-Gon speaks to Obi-Wan, telling him that he would never go to Tatooine for the fact that it would bring back the Anakin side of him, and he doesn't want to do that. Star Wars Grant says he doesn't love Star Wars. He likes the movies, just like millions of other normies. And Grant is saying, you know more than theory, Hitman, so you're good. And it says, I'm sure you would never say that Anakin being gay would change his character or the story. Oh, God. That was so goddamn cringy. What was it too? He's like, oh, yeah, he would hook up with Lobot. No problem. I don't care. It doesn't change anything. Oh, Lord have mercy. Nerdy Neo says, before episode 2, I had a theory that Boba was actually a woman. Interesting. Star Wars Grant saying, theory claims to be a George Lucas purist, but he discredits the EU and loves 75% of what Disney has made and actively promotes it to thousands of casual fans. Hey, that's them 7 out of 10s, right? 7 out of 10. Darth Paz says a debate will eventually happen. I would love to see that. That would be like pay-per-view material right there. It would be pure gold, pure freaking gold. But Yeah, Star Wars, as Star Wars Grant says, Theory will never respond to or debate Allura. Yeah. He don't have the guts. He ain't got it in him. He's too afraid. And it says Theory saying that George would approve of groomer crew is the reason I made my Disney is not Star Wars video. It's great what can inspire one to make certain content, isn't it? That's freaking wonderful. Star Wars granting, which is purely made from videos of George saying as much. And Black Belt, how's it going? Saying, what's up, nerd? How's it going, dude? Hope you're doing well. Hope your event turned out well yesterday. Sorry I couldn't make it. Like it was. I made the mistake myself of staying up late. We were just like ripping too much on the weekend pregame. We were just ripping too much on the Real Gamer Awards, which if Duke's there, I might have just triggered him again.
I'm back.
Duke Devil saying, so what I'm hearing is that you want me to get you Theory's autograph at MegaCon. To my biggest fans, Fracture Filter J Hitman with love, Star Wars Theory.
Okay, we can't bring up Theory anymore because I just got diarrhea. And I'm back.
Jesus Christ.
Let's not bring it up.
Yeesh. Darth Paz says, I would debate Theory, but I am completely blacklisted from his gay channel, blocked on X on all his channels. Dude, I saw some of those clips. You were going in hard, and that was hilarious. But it's funny that now it's out of the way that he blacklisted you and blocked you. Oh, I salute y'all out there that go that extra distance. And
why can I get blocked? Why does everybody?
Because you barely use Twitter.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, I do it all the time.
If you were, I would be seeing you being a reply guy at Theory, trying to give him shit.
I'm just saving up all my jokes for a rainy day.
Oh, okay.
Or to say something really egregious that
gotcha.
Ron was born of the Force too.
Dan Blackred says George started his career by making perfection with the Phantom Menace, then retired. Absolutely correct, sir. And Blackbelt saying, sad you couldn't make it yesterday, but glad you're doing well. Yeah, I needed a good night's rest. Like I said, we just stayed. I was my own damn fault, and I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to make it anyways, and that's why, like, for me, it's like Tuesdays and Wednesday nights are usually perfect for me doing other things, because otherwise, like, Friday I'm usually just dog ass tired, because Thursday nights I do the weekend pregame. I usually am up kind of late. Then next morning I'm up really dog ass early and all that. So yeah, and then I'm just kind of like a zombie. Star Wars Grand thing. Pause. You're just a kid. You are beneath him. I would be interested to see freaking Theory go up against any of you guys. I think it'd be freaking hilarious. And then it says George made the Phantom Menace, then sold, because how can you top that? Absolutely. Black Racing dispenses building. Hello, Melissa Lord, saying, hey, Fracture Filter. Hello, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Duke Devil says, I think that the Section 31 movie will be utilized for interrogations at off the book black sites. They by the sounds of it, yes, they should. Oh God.
Last night.
Oh God.
On X.
That
Brad posted. What was that abomination?
The Star Trek Section 31 is like a TV movie or something like that. Yeah.
I will not be watching it.
No, neither will I. New York, Florida man. Hello, how's it going? Saying, just because Hayden and Ewan were gay on set doesn't mean Anakin and Obi-Wan were. Exactly. Wait, what? Static 2020 saying fucking Halo. So, okay, Hitman. I gave you the link for it. Did you watch the quote unquote Real Gamer Awards?
No, I thought it was a link for utter pain and sadness.
Well,
was it really a link for the Game Awards, or was it?
Yeah, it was the so being put on by the group called Side Scrollers, led by the host Stuttering Craig. Yeah, they did their own the real Game Awards, and it was okay mostly, but there were some cringy bits for sure. There was one thing that especially did set off our boy Static there, and that's why I was just kind of curious if you watched it. But here's the thing. So they had their little votes, right? And one of the segments, and we might be triggering we might be triggering Static again, but it's in the share link in Discord, and I'm bringing it up now for the lovely people here. But so Hitman, you tell me this, because you're also more of an Xbox guy than me. The Real Game Awards has best Microsoft IP, Minecraft, Doom, and Call of Duty. What do you think is missing there?
I'm going to throw myself into the sun. Is it okay? Before we get, is this real?
Yeah,
Who's the guy? Is it Grizzy? The guy always puts the really bad shield stuff together.
Yeah, the show. Yeah, gets all the show compilations and makes fun of the Disney shows. Yeah, that's Grizzy. Yeah.
What the fuck? Grizzy put this together under the guise of actually being Game Awards, but this is 100% verified Game.
Yes,
Awards.
this is so. Okay, a little here. Let's even get some extra context for some people.
I don't want it.
Oh no! Now you get to feel the pain, a little more pain.
We just went through theory. I can't handle anymore.
Okay, so like I said, the Real Game Awards is being put on by the YouTube channel Side Scrollers, and they announced it like May or June. Here's their little website for it. Become a member. 2024 voting has concluded. Tune in January 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern on X. So why the Real Game Awards exist? Here we got the little thing. I've spent almost 20 years talking about video games, and the video game industry has never been this crazy. I'm creating, quote, the Real Game Awards because of the glaring chasm between video game developers, media, and the players themselves. We've all seen it. There is a disdain towards gamers from media and even developers. It's insane. We all feel the disconnect and frustration. So I'm founding TRGA with a clear mission to empower gamers with a voice. I want to ensure your voices are heard and respected in an industry that often overlooks your perspectives. If you've followed my career, you know that I'm a big doer, and sometimes I just hop in the boat without knowing exactly where it's going. You proved that, Craig, with what was presented. It was low effort, hodgepodge mess. But you get, I guess, that A for effort. With that said, yes, this website is not great, but it's a starting point. It will improve. This is an all idea, but we have to start doing instead of just talking. Otherwise, nothing will happen. Join me as we, quote unquote, take back games, my fellow gamers. Gamers from all this insanity. By the way, check out the picture I found when searching for gamer. It really doesn't have anything to do with us. I just put it up there because it's funny. And he also, when searching for thumbnail stuff, he managed to grab one of the thumbnails I put together for one of our shows and used it, and it was really hilarious because then you saw Kyle Katarn and Malgus in it. But anyways, this is the thing. This is the other part to all this. So in order to vote on these categories, I wasn't saying the fucking website is fine. I said nothing about the website. I was talking about the The Game Awards itself was the low effort part. But yes, here they have this whole thing of to become a member. But the thing is that yes, you nominate and vote $30. So you suggest, nominate, and vote on the Real Game Awards. $15 allows you to suggest categories for the Real Game Awards. And then $150, you get the show ticket, suggest categories, nominate, vote, and attend the Real Game Awards in the near future. And then you can do your total Totes Elite sponsorship, bro. $1,337. Suggest, nominate, vote, and you are listed as sponsor of the Real Game Awards, the Real Gay Awards. And you even have your little list of sponsors there. But that means though that with these these people bought in to suggest categories. However, how is it that you suggest category and yet you're part of the categories in games? You've got best Microsoft IP and you forget the biggest, the driving force for Microsoft. What does that Hitman, from all of that, what is your impressions of all this?
That I want to launch myself into the sun. The fact that you put Minecraft and you said Dune or Doom?
Doom. I have it shared. I have it shared in Discord so you can see it.
And then Call of Duty.
In Call of Duty. All of which are things Microsoft bought. They didn't start these. Didn't develop. I mean, I would have said you could have included Fable, for God's sakes.
Could have, did not,
but didn't. Like, you could have included Fable, from old Lionhead Studios days, but no, didn't even have that either. But these people
didn't like Mojang do freaking Minecraft?
Huh?
Didn't Mojang do Minecraft?
Mojang, yeah, they did. That was Notch. He was the developer and everything, creator for Minecraft and all that. And then it became Mojang, and then Microsoft bought them out at some point, and now they've been under Microsoft's roof.
Like, where's Gears of War? Where's Halo?
That was my thoughts, was where, and certainly Static was up in arms when this especially this category came along and it didn't include fucking Halo. Because yes, how do you not include the IP that as far as I know, as if I remember right, launched with Xbox. It was for the original Xbox, their starting game.
That's a slap in the face. That's almost as egregious as what you brought up last week about not even giving credit to the original developer.
For the original music creators and stuff and developers for the Donkey Kong Returns. Yeah.
Yes. That's almost as egregious. Like, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna put, like, this is why they did it, because of Minecraft. Like, how I'm gonna pull a Static. I'm gonna pull a Static. I'm gonna lose my mind. Minecraft, Doom,
and Call of Duty.
Two of those games have some of the massive, probably some of the most, if not the most massive following out there.
And they're all multi-platform. They are not
right. They're
exclusives.
Not exclusive.
They're not even exclusive. They are all multi-platform. I mean, Minecraft has especially been so hoarded out at this point. Oh my God.
Well, there's no. It's just there's no. And to be honest, the only Doom that was worth playing was Nintendo 64, in my opinion.
Oh, Doom 64 was great. Yes, I agree.
So if you had done that, if you said Doom 64, then sure. But you didn't. What Doom is this? What Doom is this? I'm not a Doom guy.
Is this just Doom in general? I believe that's all they're going off of. Is this just? But it might mean the 2016 Doom.
You can make the argument that Counter-Strike is better than Call of Duty.
Yeah, I could absolutely. Especially
Like,
for how long it's been around. For the fact that you've had Counter-Strike 2 for as long as you have, and they haven't made multiple upon multiple upon multiple sequels or all spin-offs or whatever. It's just been Counter-Strike.
And Counter-Strike was the original.
All they've done is
OG
updated the game too. But yeah, I that's partly why I wanted you to watch this, was for one, just
well, I'm sorry. I honestly thought Grizzly put it together, and every time I've watched anything that Grizzly, I mean, I love Grizzly, no disrespect.
Grizzly?
Every time I watch anything Grizzly, anytime he puts out something, I just can't. I can't. The people that I see on the videos are just makes me want to it's just so cringe.
Yeah. Well,
and what's even worse are these people are like, it's genuine. Like when they're crying over Rey and Ahsoka, like it's genuine cries of it's genuine tears of joy.
So some are not. Some are they're really trying to force it out, and it's hilarious.
Maybe
you almost expect them to suddenly they'll do you'd suddenly get like one of those what do they call it, like jump cuts, and then suddenly there'd be tears in their eyes or something. Like they then had to use teardrops to to do it. But yeah, so, well, dang, I wanted to kind of use it as a talking point today, but
can you play? How long is it?
It's 35 minutes, and I'd rather spend that time watching Stargate.
Yes, let's do this. Let's hold off on this. I'll watch it tonight, and then next Saturday, let's do it. Are you good with that?
We can break. Okay, all right. Because I wanted to ask you some of your thoughts on.
Yeah. And I'm interested because the stupidity has me hooked.
Okay. Whoopsie. Okay. Sounds good then. I'll save some of my extra questions, and then I'll just kind of compile it all together if I clip it out, because I've got some questions for you too, because I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about these award shows.
I'm livid, and I'm about to sue somebody for not putting Halo on there. Like that is the game that launched. That is the game that.
I'm glad I could get you with that.
And then Gears of War carried the torch. Really, Xbox has been carried by 2 games. Halo started it, lit the torch, and fanned the flame, and then Gears of War carried it across the finish line.
Right. Or yeah, kind of like what Static said here. You could watch the pregame stream. It's more fun than that just watching this. Wait, what do you mean by that?
Who just said what with who?
Hang on. I'll get that pregame, so you can oh god, which one was it? Here we go. I'll put it in our Discord, the Saturday Night Sith chat. Just be warned, we went on for like 5 hours, and Brad was very drunk at a point. And
did he say he loved the Bajorans?
No.
Okay. Did he say he hated the Bajorans?
No, he didn't do that either.
Well, what did you do for 5 hours?
Okay. He said, I mean, more fun than watching the real Game Awards. Yeah. But yeah, I dropped it in our, so for when you want to, show notes and links, it'll be in there for you, Hitman, so you can take a look at it. Because like I said, I got some thoughts and stuff on it. Darth
Did you review this with anybody else really quick?
What's that?
Did you review this with anybody else?
Basically with Static and them, we discussed it and everything. Okay. But I want your perspective on it too. Like I want to, because like I said, I got some questions that I want to ask. At least like one question in particular.
I will watch tonight.
Sounds good. Okay, so I just pulled up that Star Wars Star Darth Paz says he doesn't really care about Twitter replies, but when you make a video about him, he gets triggered. I wonder if he might have seen our clip then. But according to a commenter that did 3 separate comments on the video, says he wouldn't see it anyways, but I hope he does. I don't think he will, because we're just a measly 300 something channel. But it would be hilarious if he did. Static saying, I need to know how many people were nominating things and every last one of them miss Halo. The real gamers are retarded. I said it on the weekend pregame. They're a bunch of normies. That's what their freaking audience is. Nothing but a bunch of freaking normie gamers. Hey, Timon, how's it going? Saying, hey, yo, Fractured Filter and Jay Hitman. How are you doing today, sir?
Going.
Duke Devil saying the Real Game Awards had better production value than Section 31. Oh no. Oh no. Don't say that, Brad.
Is Brad gonna make us watch Section 31 after DS9?
No, he's not gonna do that to us.
Are you sure?
No.
I don't know. That's something that Bajoran would do.
Fear of Fema says, well, it's supposed to be good games, so that's why no Halo or wow. Gears of War. Ouch. Ouch.
What do you say about Gears of War? What
He said Fear of Fema says, well, it's supposed to be good games, so that's why no Halo or Gears of War.
Fear of Fema. We're gonna fight. Literally going to fight. Maybe behind the Temple Gym at 3:00.
Star Wars Marvel Purist, how's it going? Saying, what's up? Hello, sir. You missed us already ranting about Star Wars Theory. We already laid into him. You missed it. Nerdy Neo saying, Hitman with normie take. The only Doom worth playing is 64. Hey, Doom 64 is freaking awesome. That was the first one I got that was the game we had the choice. I forget all the choices, but I know my brother and I had the choices between Doom 64 and Turok. We chose Doom 64, and I think we made a great choice when we first got the N64. But no, the other great Dooms are the originals from the original PC games, so absolutely.
I never played the PC ones.
Oh, you should. They're good. They're great, especially with their stolen music from popular metal bands like Metallica and shit. The 90s were wild.
It was legal to do that.
Yeah, there were no worries about copyright protections and shit like that. Like they just went full bore. And just it's great. Marvel Pierce says, need one. What's this? So he replied to Timon saying, I need your ranking for the last night's expanded Bootyverse. Ooh, my Bootyverse. I need one for the books. All right. And Fear of Fema's smiling. I think he's gonna take you on that. Take you up on that fight behind the school. You accidentally mute yourself.
Me? No, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna say to Fear of Fema when we are at the jungle gym. How can you sit like love him to death? But how can you sit there and say Halo and that's quintessential? Like when you talk about essential games to play on the Xbox, it's literally Halo and Gears of War. And there's not even a bad Gears of War. That's the thing. They're all fantastic. Like typically you have 3 games, like one could be better than the other. That's typically how it goes. Like, one's good, two's not, and then three's like, nah, not good. But they're all fantastic. Listen, you want to see a grown man cry, have them play Gears of War, the end of 2, beginning of 3, when a certain character is no more. You will cry. If you don't cry, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're not human.
You've said that before. I think you said that about me once about something.
Probably.
But
not in the context of Gears of War.
No.
But play the end of Gears of War, beginning of 3. You will just cry like a baby.
What?
It's fantastic.
I've never played Gears of War, so
I
hear good things though.
Will you please play it?
Do they have it on the PC?
I don't know. Well, probably now because they're in bed with everybody else. Wouldn't be
Otherwise,
surprised.
I'll have to look into. Was it first on the 360?
Yeah,
I'll have to get a new 360 then, because mine's borked.
I'm sure you could get it through the Microsoft store.
I'd rather go to like one of our local gaming stores that deals in refurbs and stuff like that.
You need to do it, and you can't just buy. You just can't play one. You got to do all three.
Okay, all right, God.
You know what? Here, this is gonna be okay. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shut up. Do a poll right now to see if people will vote for you to play all of them and stream it. I don't know if you can. Can you? You'll probably figure out a way to stream it.
All right, so let me end the first poll of Discord channel Theories Crimes.
Yeah, no one cares about Theories.
So I will be making the Theories Crimes channel since the people voted yes unanimously. All right. Poll is ended. Unanimously, I'll make a channel specifically called Star Wars Theories Crimes. You can post there any of his dumb shittery, especially like this one in particular with him getting owned by Allura and just sticking his foot in his mouth. Now what's this new poll you want me to start?
To stream, to play and stream Gears of War.
Do you okay? Do they want okay? Do
Yeah.
you want to see Fractured play Gears of War
and stream it live?
All right, there we go. All right, launching the poll now.
I'm gonna vote, and I will watch every Wednesday.
Okay, it is up, folks. You can cast your votes. See, this is I like having things set up like this because it makes it really easy for us to do goofy shit like that.
And everybody should vote yes if you want to see if Fractured has the ability to cry or not.
Oh, we're kind of already split. 75-25. Ooh.
25 came from Fear of FEMA, probably.
That's what Darth pause. I voted no. KOTOR Dark Side playthrough.
That's true.
Melissa Lord said N64 is okay, but original PC Doom is best. I love Doom 64 just for that. Like I said, that was the first one I got on the N64. It's got that nostalgic love that I still love firing it up, and then especially now I can include the Brutal Doom mod for it. So the Brutal Doom 64, peak. That is just so much fun. Getting to brutalize the demons and everything. And I love the soundtrack is ominous, creepy, and weirdly comfy. Like I really like that soundtrack. It is really good. Huh?
You said Doom.
Doom 64, yeah. But the original Doom is the best. It is. It really. Doom 2, Doom 2 especially. Oh my god, it was so. Getting the double barrel shotgun for the first time on the second level. Oh, so freaking cool. And again, include the Brutal Doom mod. Oh, even better. So good. Star Wars Marvel Pura says, nice, fuck that fake. Fuck that fake. Not sure if you saw episode 1 of Star Wars Normie, but I've got a 5-episode series that could be even more damning than the Star Wars Normie series. Oh boy. I got a lot of watching to do. I gotta catch up on I gotta catch up on your purist of you and Rhino going through Darth Plagueis. I caught your guys' first part of it, but I need to get through the other ones because I was enjoying that. I wanted to chime in too. I'm like, but I know these things. But yeah, it was great. Nerdy Neo says the only Doom not worth playing is 3. Agreed. Doom 64 is Doom 3 in my opinion. The quote unquote Doom 3 is kind of like a Doom side quest. Melissa Lord says, like if you don't cry or tear up when Frankenstein gets sucked into limbo in Monster Squad, you have no heart. It's been a really long time since I've watched Monster Squad, and I remember seeing bits and pieces of it back in the day, but it's been a long time since I've actually watched it all the way through. That might have to be on my watch list. Nerdy Neo says, no game has ever made me cry. I'm trying to think if any game has ever made me cry.
Neo. Having Gears of War 2?
Gears of War 1 through 3 are backwards compatible. I've said it. I'm not getting an Xbox Series X. I don't care. I'm not giving Microsoft money directly. I'd rather go to a secondhand shop and give them money that is local. That's how I do it. That's how I will do it.
I think you should get it. Give Microsoft your money. Do it.
I'm not listening to you. Meter Timon says, I played Doom on DOS. Hell yeah, that's real old school right there. I believe I did too, because I played it at my uncle's house and he was the one that had it. And it's funny too, because he also had like a was it a shareware or freeware copy of Doom 2. He had the full version of Doom that we played. My brother and I would just be locked in. We just lock ourselves in his office playing Doom the whole time we were hanging out over there. When my mom would take us over and everything, we just wanted to play Doom, and that's what we ended up doing. And then I remember when we were staying over one time, we discovered that there were mods, and we were trying to install a bunch of goofy mods. Like we were trying to install like a Beavis and Butthead mod and stuff like that. Oh, so much fun. Fear FEMA says, I'm only anti Halo and Gears of War because I'm a PC only player since I got rid of my Atari. Half-Life forever. Hell yeah. Half-Life's freaking awesome. That might have to be on a possibility for stream. Star Wars Marvel Purist says Wolfenstein and Doom on PC. That's the OGs right there. Same with TIE Fighter and Tomb Raider and Mech Warrior 2. Dude, TIE Fighter is dope. There's a really I've been meaning to do that forever. There's a great total conversion mod of TIE Fighter for X-Wing Alliance, and then it does it up for new graphics and remaster and stuff like that. And it's a fan project. Looks phenomenal. I need to play it. I need to stream it. I've been meaning to. I just have not. I've been sidetracking myself with so many different stuff. Star Wars Marvel Pierce says, yeah, Theory probably going to steal me and Rhino's homework when they review Plagueis. Probably. Marvel Pierce says, Neo is a Sith. Timon says, Monster Squad greater than Goonies. Oh, I could believe that. I didn't see Goonies until I was an adult. I thought it was okay. Just okay. I had no strong feelings one way or another about it. I was very neutral. Marvel Pierce says, I remember when 28.8 went to 56K. Bro. Nerdy Neo says, so buy a Series X secondhand. Your games will... God dang it, Neo. Why do you want me to get a new console, even if it is secondhand? Why? Wouldn't it be preferred I stay with a 360 in the past?
No.
Your games will play better. Oh, so your games will play better and no money to Microsoft. But then if I get a 360 and I don't have to worry about my 360 games on whether or not they are compatible or not backwards. So I don't know. I might have to look into it. I'll look into it. God, you people. Yes, I said you people. Timon says he's laughing fractured. I also played Doom on my uncle's PC. Nice. TIE Fighter was so good, says Fear of Fame. It was. It is. It's so good. So good. Okay. Well, this is certainly a heck of a way of us opening everything up for this. It is. What would you like to go into next, sir? Do you have anything you want other than
I have one more poll that I was hoping that you do. It could go something like, should Fracture buy a 360 or a new Xbox?
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Well,
I feel like you would be complete Fractured if you just played Gears of War. You just gave in. Just give into it. Become cultured.
Timon is saying Microsoft is the new Sega. Damn. They kind of are, though. They kind of are. No lie there. They kind of are. And Nintendo's once again leading the charge. All right, I'm going to close the poll at 6 votes. It is, hang on. 6 votes. Yes, 66%. No, 33% for wanting to see me play Gears of War. So I'll have to start looking into making that possible.
Let's go. I'll even buy you the first game. I'm so excited.
I'm glad you're so excited. I'm glad you're excited.
How are you not excited?
It's not that I'm not excited. It's just,
you're not excited. You should be overjoyed right now.
I just also remember all the old jokes about it being a bunch of walking, tumbling refrigerator men trying to hide behind cover.
Those were
but
uncultured swines that told them jokes. They wouldn't go to the game that hit them square in the face. Refrigerators. That's disrespectful to everything that Marcus Phoenix was. He was not a refrigerator.
He kind of was. They were kind of built like that originally.
No, they weren't. They were fantastic. The Warhammer game, they're refrigerators.
They are for sure, but that's the whole point. Star Wars Marvel Chris says, I heard someone say today that Mortal Kombat is not a technical fighting game. But Tekken, Street Fighter, Virtua Fighter, etc. are thoughts. I would say Mortal Kombat got more technical over time. Especially when they started implementing more of like the different fighting styles. What was that around? I think it's after Mortal Kombat 4. And they started introducing like the different fighting styles and stuff like that. At first I thought it's very basic when you think about it. Tekken definitely fits that. Street Fighter, Street Fighter, same thing. They got technical later on, but not at first. The 2D fighters were very, Deadly. Okay, Marvel Pierce, Deadly Alliance. Deadly Alliance is awesome. Has the bet. I love the Edema song Immortal from that. Go. But yeah, I would say Mortal Kombat has gotten more technical over time. I don't think you get more technical than Virtua Fighter though. Virtua Fighter is like autistic levels of technical fighter there. Like that requires some crazy level of some of the fighting moves and stuff like that. Still fun. I remember getting one of the Virtua Fighters, I think on the PS2 or 3, and I had a ball with it. It was a lot of fun, but very, very technical, very much so. But I would, again, Mortal Kombat, it got that way. Not at first though. It definitely like added more as they went along. I still loved the creative fatalities when they had that. That was so much fun to do. And then when they introduced the Harakiris, I wish they kept that around because Harakiri is great because it's like, especially if you're doing a multiplayer match and you may get your shit kicked in, you can perform one of those and then avoid being killed, avoid the enemy player getting the fatality on you, so you can kind of cheat them of it. But yeah, that would be my thoughts. What's yours, Hitman? Do you have thoughts on that?
I need to play more games are my thoughts, because sometimes you talk about old games and I just don't know a lot.
You zone
I
out.
played the old Mortal Kombat games. Huh?
I said when I'm talking about some of these games, you just kind of zone out.
Yeah, because I don't like. I played Mortal Kombat, but I didn't play any of the Mortal Kombats for like Xbox, or I remember playing. Was there 2 Mortal Kombats for Nintendo 64?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Trilogy and Mortal Kombat 4.
What was the one with like Reptile and all the other? I mean, were they both on the same games?
Reptile's been present in the games for the most part since Mortal Kombat 2. He was a secret character in Mortal Kombat 1 that you could fight. But you could only fight him. You couldn't play as him.
Yeah, no, you could play as him. There was like Reptile and there's a bunch of. I need to look it up and see. I think it was. I played those for. I guess what I'm trying to say is I only played them for Nintendo 64. I didn't play them for Xbox.
Okay.
They were fantastic on 64.
Marvel Pierce says sword fighting gameplay. You could fend off and block 14 hit combos. Hello, right? I remember that. Nerdy Neo saying Smash Bros is best technicalist fighter. Mortal Kombat 4 was ass as Marvel Purist. It was not the best. It was not the best, no. But it was their first dipping their toes into a 3D fighter. So, and I heard like they added a bigger cast of characters for the gold edition on Dreamcast, but it pissed me off because it was only on Dreamcast and I didn't have a Dreamcast. But I still loved it. I still enjoyed it at the time though. No, sorry, 3 games on N64. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 4, and Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies. I forgot about that one.
I didn't. Okay, yeah, I didn't do
that. That one was ass. You want to talk about like just a stiff freaking game that was just so difficult to play. Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies. Holy crap.
That was it hard?
It was difficult, but I still enjoyed it because it also, if you played the PlayStation version, it had the FMV sequences, so it had real actors and everything playing in the roles. Those were great. Those were freaking great. As cheesy cheeseballs they were, but they were great.
Those were the days.
But yeah, a very stiff fighting, side-scrolling fighting game. It is interesting. Neo said the backwards compatibility list is pretty big, but I can let you know what games aren't if you have questions. I appreciate that, Neo. You're awesome for that. I appreciate that, bud. And I might just do that. Timon saying Reptile was only playable in Mortal Kombat 2. No, he wasn't. He's in Mortal Kombat 4 for sure. Mortal Kombat. Oh. Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate Edition? See, that was a problem. Mortal Kombat 3 had multiple versions. And they made the list bigger, but Reptile was definitely in. He was in 2. I know for sure 4. But then, like, he was pretty much in the rest, except for maybe one of the others, because he kind of became the big bad boss, the Dragon King Onaga or something like that. But I always preferred his more ninja look. I kind of got cheesed when he started getting the more reptilian look.
Why? That's fantastic. Ow.
See, Dan Blackroyd said Reptile sucked later when he became just a lizard. Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, well, like I said, he wasn't playable in 1. He was a secret fighter in 1. You just had to obtain the ability to fight him. But yeah, 2 onwards, he's a playable character. But yeah, I much preferred his ninja look and everything. Oh, okay. Timon's saying that's what he meant. Okay. Cool. Hey, Captain Keeley, how's it going? Better late than never. But you did miss out on us ranting about Star Wars Theory at the start of the show. I know Marlo Pierce is replying to Dan Blackray's thing. He's actually one of the better characters in the newer games, I believe. My daughter still plays Mortal Kombat. I stopped at Mortal Kombat I stopped at Mortal Kombat 10 myself. I got frustrated with what they were doing with it, because then I saw because I got Mortal Kombat 10 and it was like, it's okay. But then Mortal Kombat 11 was gearing up and I was just kind of out. I was just like, you know what? I'm kind of fed up with what they're doing. And then I watched the story for it and I was even more fed up, because I did like the idea of Scorpion regaining his human side and just kind of, he did evolve. I like the evolution of that version of Scorpion. And he made an alliance with, I forget, Bihan, Sub-Zero's younger brother, the one that lived.
I killed him in the movie.
Well, and he killed him in Mortal Kombat 9. But I like that. Then I like that. So Scorpion, he had was it his Hanzo? He had his human side. He was starting up, basically training people again. And then in Mortal Kombat 11, they just reversed all that, killed him off, and brought in the old pissed off Scorpion that wanted death and destruction. I'm like, God damn it. God damn it. I kind of dug the idea, and I understood that they had to redo the story.
Lost interest in what?
Go ahead.
Oh, I say I lost interest in Mortal Kombat when we reviewed that Pumpkinhead finisher move.
Oh, I think that was for Mortal Kombat 11.
Probably. Gameplay looked terrible. Finisher looked terrible.
That one was goofy, yeah. Timon saying he stopped at Mortal Kombat 3. Marvel Pierce says, same. I like 9 a lot. Maybe the best one. Yeah. I was kind of iffy on them really rushing through the stories from Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, but it worked out. I still enjoyed it a lot. Marvel Pierce says, I bought a 3D TV just for 9 and MLB The Show. Damn. Back when they were 4Gs. Oh, wow. Look at you. Star Wars Marvel Pierce says the Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge movie is legit, in my opinion. I might have to check that out. And this is one of the animated ones, right? I'll have to check it out. I didn't like the new movie. The new movie I thought was garbage. And really out of place too, like at the end of the movie when they bring Scorpion back into it. And he was like, he's been speaking Japanese the whole time. But in the one instance, just to get that fan service in there, he does his get over here. And then after doing that, he speaks to the people that one guy is supposed to be like his descendants or something like that. But he speaks to them in Japanese. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You just said the get over here line. Like, why aren't you then just speaking English? That doesn't make sense. Anyway. If there's any live action Mortal Kombat movie to watch, it's the one from the 90s. That one is peak. That one is all you need. Marvel Pierce says, yeah, the second one is.
Kind of like the new.
Don't you start now?
That was pretty good. Probably better than the '90s one.
I'm gonna ignore that. Marvel Pierce says, yeah, the second one is woke as fuck. Third one actually not bad, especially if you know the MK11 storyline. Not as good as the Scorpion one though. Well, and the problem with the MK11 too is that they just had like, where else were they gonna go? Time manipulation, of course, figures. I mean, the one thing I thought was kind of cool was that Liu Kang and Raiden did the fusion dance, and Liu Kang finally became a god, which seemed like his whole destiny to become. So I thought it worked out, but everything else was just still so stupid. And like it was, yeah, you had to bring in time malarkey. And you know what? If they just stopped the series there, fine, okay. But now the quote unquote Mortal Kombat 1 still has the link to that storyline because Liu Kang, a god, is still hanging around. He didn't even like repurpose himself or anything like that, gave up his god powers and is now a new living being in this world. No, he is just the god of that world too now. Marvel Pierce says they do mix in the lore very well though in the animated. Pretty interesting. I'll have to check some of those out. Okay. So you were saying you had something, didn't you? Go ahead. Hitman.
No, I was just saying I think we should watch the new movie on here. The one that just I think we should watch it. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I thought I was like talking to the toilet. I think we should review the new movie that just came out. I think you might enjoy it.
You want to review it?
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it. Did you watch it?
I did.
Did you like it?
I did not.
So you want to review it?
No.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
No,
not in the least.
No, I do not. No, I don't. Thank you very much.
I refuse.
Yeah. No, it's pretty.
You're kind of cutting out. You've been kind of fluctuating with your microphone right now.
Chinese. I don't know what's going on with it. I think it's going out. Can you hear me now?
I can now. Yeah.
I think my mic's going. I think it's biting the going to pot. Weren't they speaking like Japanese and Chinese to each other?
I think they were in the start of the movie, but it's been a while since I've watched it, so I don't remember for sure.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Crazy. Japanese.
So, should we start on an article, or do you have something you want to bring up, sir, other than theory?
No, we can do art. No, yeah, no, we can do an article.
All right. So I have this, and I thought this was more funny than anything. And it's.
I think Theory wrote this. Did he not?
He possibly could have. He could have put a rumor out there, out into the rumor mill world. Well, like I said, I just thought this was funny because it would not surprise me if this were true. But yeah, rumored Natalie Portman rumored to reprise her Padme role in Disney Star Wars.
Hey,
yeah,
if Darth Maul can come back,
God damn
so
it,
can Padme.
God damn it.
And if Sabine cannot die from being stabbed in the chest with a lightsaber, Padme can come back.
Lord have mercy.
We didn't hear her flatline, by the way, so she could still be alive.
Of course you would say that. Of course you would say.
How do we verify that she was dead?
Anyway,
all we saw was her just and then carried on. She could have been asleep. Continue.
Well, anyway. And hello, Small Time Republic. How's it going? Yeah, somehow Padme has returned. Disney Star Wars appears to be prepared to boldly tread the same familiar ground with its latest live-action endeavor, Ahsoka. Disney Plus series starring Rosario Dawson dug back into the Lucas era in the first season with the unexpected reintroduction of Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. Now we hear that showrunner Dave Filoni appears to be far from finished with his nostalgic guest list. Of course he... And again, like I said, I know this is all a rumor, but I think this is funny anyways. I wanted to also get Hitman's thoughts on it. A surprising revelation from Pop Culture Podcast with Christian Harloff suggests the series is on the brink of securing another significant casting coup. Interesting. Natalie Portman, known for her portrayal of Padme Amidala, Portman's potential comeback would likely occur via the enigmatic World Between Worlds. I hate that goddamn thing. I hate it so much. It has to go. But it's here. It's here to stay. Yeah.
They've already implemented it.
I know.
I mean, we saw it in Ahsoka.
We did. A plot device from the animated Star Wars Rebels, which facilitated the reemergence of other classic characters in the first season. But remember, Dave Filoni is the savior of Star Wars. Oscar-winning actress was last seen as Padme in 2005's Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith, meeting a tragic end. Her potential return to the galaxy was hinted at in 2023, yet at the time she said she had not been approached to revisit the character. Quote, "No one has asked me, but I'm open to it, yeah." With Ahsoka, Lucasfilm seems to be on a mission to ensure that no corner of the Star Wars universe remains untouched. Yes, we are going to rape and pillage every aspect of the Star Wars universe to jangle those keys before you of any little nostalgic pop that we can get from you. Any little bit, because Dave Filoni is the trash panda of the EU. He just loves digging through, and picking and choosing different things. And then even not even from the EU now too. Now he's gonna go right into George's material even more so to pick it apart, and I'm sure resurrect Padme and be some great. Okay. Again, now I know this is all rumor, but here we go. We'll do some of our own theories. Okay. Here's the theory. You with me, Hitman?
Oh, I'm here. I'm
okay.
Ready to hear your theory.
All right. Here we go. The next Ahsoka season 2, they bring back Padme, and then she's gonna show how much of a brilliant strategist she is, and she's gonna defeat Thrawn.
I hate you.
She will do.
No, she's gonna have to top Ahsoka because Ahsoka's the one who did the Marg Sable maneuver in Clone Wars.
And then she's gonna reference that and be like, Ahsoka, we're gonna use your move and defeat Thrawn with your move
that Thrawn created.
No, that Ahsoka created.
Whatever. Ron created it. It's in the first book.
Ewan McGregor, who wielded his lightsaber in the thankfully short-lived Obi-Wan Kenobi series, is rumored to be making a comeback in flashbacks during the show's sophomore season. Although unconfirmed, the whispers of his return resonate with the earlier leaks about Christensen's involvement, hinting at a pattern of reviving beloved characters. It'll be the jangling the keys this season. Ahsoka is expected to conclude in the upcoming second season, with production slated to commence later this year. The release date remains a tightly guarded secret, but whispers suggest an early 2026 premiere on Disney+. This coincides with the murmurs of the entertainment behemoth scaling back its Star Wars television projects, but they seem determined to move ahead with the feature films in the works, such as Jon Favreau's The Mandalorian and Grogu, James Mangold's Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi, and an untitled film set during the sequel era starring Daisy Ridley. Many fans have been underwhelmed by Disney's recent Star Wars offering. With shows like The Acolyte, the franchise seems to be increasingly preoccupied with weaving in woke, quote-unquote, narratives at the expense of pure entertainment. Skeleton Crew was less so, but very few people bothered to tune in. Nonetheless, the potential reunion of Portman and McGregor might just be the spark that ignites a renewed interest in the series. We'll see if Ahsoka can strike the right balance between fan service and a meaningful storyline, or if it will succumb to the pitfalls of forced diversity and inclusion and have plagued other recent editions of Star Wars canon. Either way, they just need people to tune in, which may be the biggest challenge of all. Padme is going to return. It's going to be like the bestest of them all and show the rebels.
She's going to return the same time he returns.
Same time who returns?
Mace Windu.
Ah! Now that would be funny.
You know it's true.
I mean, they might as well at this point. I'm surprised they haven't.
And the thing is, they can bring Mace Windu back without using World Between Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody can confirm that he actually died. And it's absolutely possible to survive a fall because Bane did it when he made a force cocoon in his ship when it hit the planet. So if Bane can survive, so can Mace Windu. Because Mace Windu was Yoda was the Grand Maester. But if Bane could do it, why couldn't Windu, who was the second line to Yoda?
Absolutely. You are correct, sir.
Just saying.
No, I get it 100%.
No, like this is absolutely plausible because nobody's dead in Star Wars.
That's right.
Man, like it's Maul got cut in half, thrown down a shaft. Emperor got thrown down a shaft. He survived. Maul survived.
Somehow, Palpatine returned.
Sabine got stabbed in what appeared to be the heart, but then it moved to her gut and survived. Qui-Gon, though, he's done. He's done. He got stabbed at the stomach. Also severed his spine, but he died, but Maul survived. That's kind of ironic. Not ironic. Kind of crazy. Both got cut in half. Well, one got cut in half, severed the spine. The other severed the spine, died, other survived. Weird. Huh. It's like doing calculus.
Obi-Wan stayed dead. Sure, he was a Force ghost, but he stayed dead.
Yeah. But the Inquisitor survived too. He got stabbed in the stomach, but he survived too.
That's right. Multiple stomachs like a cow, apparently.
Yeah, but only one spine though. Last time I checked, I don't think cows have 4 spines.
So what do you?
It's plausible.
Do you think Dave Filoni will go to no will pull this out of his ass and bring back Padme?
Fractured. You're
Yes.
You're talking about a guy who created a bar for droids. You're talking to the guy that allowed Mando to get into a Imperial facility with his helmet. The same guy who replaced Fennec Shan's gut with robotic innards. The same guy that put Power Ranger Vespas. with the Boba.
That was pretty
Like
hilarious.
nothing. I mean, if they go to that length, those lengths, like why not? Why not?
Why not? Indeed, just shoot
They've
for his.
elevated the being to this, this just crazy. I don't know. I mean, I listen. I wouldn't be surprised. And the scary thing is, Samuel Jackson was in an interview talking about coming back.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
There was an interview with Samuel L. Jackson. He was talking about like wanting to come back to the Star Wars franchise. Like, it's not crazy if you think about it. If the Emperor can survive, if Maul can survive, if Sabine can survive,
all these people can survive.
If the girl with the white hair could survive, in Ahsoka, was it?
Ahsoka?
Yeah.
Her was she Shin?
The Anger Girl. Yeah.
Shin Hachi,
But Kanan could not survive. Kanan couldn't survive.
No, he got incinerated. And that was the one good thing Freddie Prinze Jr. did do, was that he said, no, you guys shouldn't bring back Kanan.
Seems like death is very selective on who it wants to take in the Star Wars universe.
It really is. It's very selective.
Star Wars, I mean, Disney Star Wars.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I just thought that was just kind of a funny little rumored.
When Qui-Gon came back in Obi-Wan, did he like get a new spine or something as a Force ghost?
Well, he transcended life, so he probably like reformed his own when he took on the ghost appearance, even though he wasn't supposed to be able to. Huh?
Yoda nowhere to be found. Yeah, these characters nowhere to be found.
Narp.
They can do anything they want with, and at the end of the day, they don't even need World Between Worlds. They can just do it.
They can, they can just suddenly pan to a Bacta tank, and there they are, alive and well, being healed and restored.
What's interesting about this is nobody knows the cause of death for Padme. Even the droid said,
she just gave up on life. Yeah. They'll have to certainly de-age her. That'll be the thing.
Well, we know how great they are at that. I mean, my gosh, Hayden Christensen looked really great in Obi-Wan.
Oh God, don't remind me of that. That looked freaking horrible.
And Luke and Mando season 2.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. They just Ahsoka goes to that World Between Worlds and suddenly resurrects Padme. Why? She remembers that Padme was a great military leader, and they need her help against Thrawn. She'll do the Mark Sable maneuver, and they will win. And be like, that was your move, Ahsoka. You knew how to. You had put the plans in motion, so we can.
Ahsoka will become the new Mon Mothma.
Oh God. Yeah.
True.
It's painful, but it's probably gonna happen. It wouldn't surprise me.
Probably.
Rumor or not. All right. Star Wars Marvel Pierce had said Kenshi and Sub-Zero are the main protagonists in the third movie, a reluctant team up. Oh, interesting. Marvel Pierce also says the other one is called Snowblind. The cage match one I didn't like either. Gotcha. Dan Blackwright says she was just a teenager last time we saw her. She was in her early 20s. She was like 21-ish, 22 maybe. No, she was older. Oh wait, because episode 1 is the only one. Yeah, sorry. You're right. Nerdy Neo says she lost the will to live, Hitman. Timon saying she died before getting old. Padme Amidawa. Captain Keeley says garbage bullshit. Like I said, it was just I just thought it'd be funny. McQueen. Small Time Republic says she comes back and asks if Anakin is okay. God damn it. Captain Keeley says stupid plot device slop. Dude, that when the World Between Worlds was first introduced in Rebels, I was just like, my brother and I just both called bullshit completely. We're like, they have they have completely jumped the shark with this one. When you have a series like this, and yeah, they had the force walk technique to kind of go back in time, but it was not to mess with time travel. It was not to do like time travel all the logistics. But like, especially then, because now they removed all that and they bring in this freaking Deus Ex Machina device for time travel. It's like, well, that's it. They've gone done it now. Marvel Pierce says when she comes back through, Anakin will be gay. Theory's dream come true. Oh no. Can we stop with the gay propaganda, please? Small Time Republic says Ahsoka will train Padme to be a Jedi. Yeah, because she'll be force sensitive by default, right? Because the force is female. Star Wars Marvel Pierce says Padme will wield a Disney piss saber. They are really like fascinated with using the yellow lightsabers. Like, what the hell? Timon says she will return and have force powers. Absolutely, she will. Absolutely, she will. Captain Keeley says Mace was struck by a passing speeder and turned into red mist and chunks of flesh. He's dead. I don't know. I think I have to go with Captain Keeley's theory here. I think he's right. Small Time Republic says, do we know that Vader really died when they burned his carcass in the funeral pyre? You know what? Somehow Vader survived. Vader has returned. And he will Vader. Melissa Lord says, and Natalie Portman said, yeah, I'd like to come back, LOL, but like your character is dead and nothing but a member berry. Just stop talking. I agree, Melissa. If only these people would. If only they would. To be fair, Nerdy Neo says, to be fair, Ron cut Ma in half and he survived. Huh. You say all those things like it's a bad thing, Hitman. Melissa Lord says, you're talking about Filoni Jabroni the Jobber. Nice. I like that. He is a jabroni jobber. If only they start treating him like a proper jobber and get him the hell out. Duke Devil saying, listen to Hitman list off all of Filoni's greatest hits. Truly genius concepts. Filoni is the future of Star Wars. Looking beyond canon is how the franchise will survive and thrive. Oh. Do you see what you've helped create here, sir?
I'm so excited.
I love it. Yeah, he's the Captain Keeley. He's the savior of all time. Filoni will save us. Duke Devil says, you don't get it, guys. Padme faked her death and went into hiding. Oh my god, it explains it all.
She was with Bale.
Yeah. General Amidawa. Captain Keeley says Filoni can't let characters complete their natural story progression. They must live. It's bad. It really is. But it's funny, like only certain characters have stayed dead. And it's mostly been, as far as I know, so far under Filoni, it's been mostly just Kanan.
Or is that true?
At least for in terms of good guys. No, because he keeps also resurrecting Sausage Fingers Cad Bane. Because we know he survived after Book of Dad Bod Fett. We know he survived.
Oh, for sure.
Duke Devil says Ahsoka, Sabine, Hera, and Padme, the fantastic Fempire. I always forget about Hera now. Ugh. We need this movie, says Duke Devil. We need it. Need it. Nerdy Neo says she would have been at least 26 in episode 2. Yeah, because she was much older than Anakin.
Yeah, she was robbing the cradle.
In the novelization, she was 13 and Anakin was 9. And Anakin was like in the novelization, to me, like it seemed like Anakin was thirsty. He was going for it. It was weird, but it's like, and like I said, it was weird. But yeah, and so yeah, then episode 2, she would have been like, if you're going off of that, she would have been 23. Yeah. Dan Blackroyd says, "Why are you all worried about Anakin? What does he have to do with Padme? She is royalty and too old for him." Who is this Vader person? Is this all the legend stuff Tim is always telling me to buy? It is, and you should. Absolutely. Timon Meteor Herald says, and in hiding, she trained an elite squad of female Jedi. So after Order 66, she snuck into the Jedi Temple and retrieved all the records before any other Imperial meddling, before Vader returned to destroy it, to remove the holocron. She got specifically some of the Jedi Master holocrons and used that knowledge so then she could train the future Jedi. It wasn't Luke. It was actually Padme that does this. Duke Devil says the only people who actively reject the Filoni verse are the Bajorans.
Wow. I will have work tomorrow.
Oh God.
That's the nicest thing Brad's ever said to me.
I don't understand Hitman's hate then.
Filthy.
I don't understand it either. I'm trying to understand it. Maybe I will over time.
They're terrorists. They're terrorists. Terrorists.
Nerdy Neo says no. She rescued Grogu from the Jedi Temple. Oh, that's right. That's right. Dan Blacker says it's Face Off. Oh, Padme and Rey are the same person. Whoa. Small Time Republic says she's been living underwater on Naboo with the Gungans. That's where her new Jedi Temple is. See, she went to the Jedi Temple, picked only the girls, and left the boys to be slaughtered. Exactly. And now she's living with the Gungans underwater, training new Jedi to eventually they will return and be the new leading force of the Jedi Order. Melissa Lord says, under the sea with the Gungans. I feel like I've melted my brain doing any of that. I don't know how theory does it. Duke Devil says, make your predictions now. How much money will Mandalorian and Grogu make? 1 billion? 2 billion? I'll say it.
What's the currency in Ferengi? The Ferengi's currency we're using?
Oh.
Dilithium? No.
Crap, I forgot what Brad said it was.
Whatever it is, it's the highest.
Dan Blackberry says Aqua Amidala and harness the power of the big fish to conquer the Sith. Melissa Lord says Mando movie will be lucky to get 400 to 500 million. And Dan Black right there's always a bigger fish. Yeah, I'm kind of in that camp too, Melissa. I would be a little bit surprised if it cracks 1 billion. Like, I would be really shocked that it actually gets that far. I think this is probably about where it's gonna get. What about you, Hitman? What do you think the Mando Grogu movie will do? Hello? Did your microphone finally just die? Oh no, I think Hitman is down for the count. He might be down for the count.
Your mic.
What?
I don't know what's wrong with my. It's either the connection or my mic.
Maybe restart Discord really quick and come back in. Close it and come back in really quick.
Hold
on. But yeah, Melissa Laura saying 1 billion won't happen. Nerdy Neo says I don't think it will make 700 million. Timon 1 billion yen. Dan Blackrock says lure them in then swallow the Emperor's starship with the greatest thresher fish. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I do have one more article for us to go over. Hopefully it won't take too. Oh yeah, this is kind of a shorty. But we gotta wait for Hitman. And then
I'm here.
Oh, hello, sir. Hello.
I'm back.
Cool. So yeah, what are your predictions on Mando movie really quick? What do you think it's gonna make?
I don't think you can say for sure or indefinitely because I think they fudge numbers. So I think that it could probably make 100,000 and they'll say that it made, 20 million at the box office. Like I think it's the same thing with like their viewership. Oh yeah, Ahsoka got, X amount of viewership, but it's like
right.
But hey, people love Grogu, so I don't know. I'd be shocked if it hits 500,000.
Yeah, Nerdy Neo was saying I don't think it'll even make 700 million. So I think it's gonna be in that. Yeah, it won't quite crack that half point.
What do you think? You think it'll hit half?
I don't. I think if anything, it would hit half, but I don't think it's gonna hit. I would be shocked. I'd be a little bit surprised. I'd be a little bit surprised if it did crack that 1 billion marker.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna. I want to know how much this money is costing to produce, and I don't think it'll make a profit. That's just my thought.
Well, not with as long as it's been, all these things have been in development and stuff like that. Like, I'd be shocked
if it did make a profit, or if it
didn't. if any of this is making a profit at the end of the day,
right? So,
considering how often they're reshooting, redoing this, redoing that, it's like, how are you still existing?
I don't know what's more profitable, a movie or a TV show.
I think movies are intended to be more profitable than TV shows potentially, especially with the idea of streaming services. But I could be I don't know. My brain is old. My brain is old, so I think in the old ways.
So that Mariska Hargitay, whatever her name is from SVUs, apparently she's got quite the contract.
Dan Blacker says, "Trust in the Bobs. The analysis will be soon, and it will be in depth. I have seen the crumpled up receipts in the trash can for the budget. Box office big shots. Oh boy, roll out." All right, so are you ready for this last little article to get into really quick before we start our Stargate watch?
Yes.
All right. So here's how we will kind of close off with this little article here. So yeah, the announcement: Daisy Ridley's Star Wars movie enlists writer. Oh, I thought it was a different director this time. Enlists writer George Nolfi. The scribe behind Ocean's 12 is the latest to take on the new Jedi Order. George Nolfi, known for his screenplay work on movies such as The Bourne Ultimatum, Ocean's 12. Which one's this? I didn't even follow the Oceans. I've only seen the first Ocean's 11 movie, but that's only because Riff Tracks made fun of it, and it was a pretty good one. Because they had this lounge singer Richard Cheese. It was pretty good. Has been tapped to write the new Jedi Order, the Daisy Ridley centric Star Wars movie. Hiring signals continued faith in the project. Who has faith in this project anymore? Honestly. Which was announced to great fanfare almost 2 years ago. See that, like 2 years ago, and there's nothing of note, and they hired a new writer. Like, how would you still? Amazing. At Star Wars Celebration in London, but has seen several high-profile writers fall into the trash compactor. That's putting it lightly. Documentary filmmaker Charmin Obaid-Chinoy is due to make her narrative feature debut with the project. Why isn't she? Shouldn't she be? She wanted this whole big feminist project or whatever. Why isn't she writing it? With Ridley due to reprise the role of lightsaber-wielding Rey Skywalker. The character she played Disney's sequel trilogy, New Story, is said to take place 15 years after the events seen in 2019's Rise of Palpatine, with Ridley's character now a mentor to a new crop of Jedis. Damon Lindelof, Watchmen and Lost, and Justin Britt Gibson were the initial writers on the project, working on it before Obaid-Chinoy was brought on. By the time Ridley was revealed as returning in April 2023, Peaky Blinders creator Stephen Knight was clacking away at the keyboard, but the October 2024, he was no longer on the project. Script delays have pushed back any hope for production starts for the project, which at one time was being eyed to follow the recently wrapped feature The Mandalorian and Grogu, which will be released May 22nd, 2026. Instead, the next Star Wars movie that will shoot will be the Untitled Project from the director Sean Levy. Whatever. That one got a major boost by capturing the interest of Ryan Gosling, who is now in negotiations to star in it, as The Hollywood Reporter exclusively revealed this week. Nolfi is known for writing elevated thrillers across a variety of genres and for establishing strong relationships with his actors. He worked on 2 Bourne action thrillers with Matt Damon. Not to mention Ocean's 12, before going to make his directorial debut with The Adjustment Bureau, a 2011 sci-fi thriller that starred the actor as well as Emily Blunt. He directed and co-wrote 2020's The Banker, a period race drama, and starred Anthony Mackie and Samuel L. Jackson, and then reunited with Mackie for 2024's Elevation, an indie post-apocalyptic thriller. Nolfi is repped by CAA and Myman Greenspan. Okay. Yeah. How do you how do you have faith in any of these projects? For what's been going on at Disney and everything, it's like, how do you maintain any level of hope or faith?
Mushrooms.
Lots and lots of mushrooms, dude.
Lots of mushrooms in the backyard.
Oh my god.
Psychedelics.
Lots and lots of psychedelics, dude. Yeah. No, but like it's like this is like they said, they already went through 2 other writers before this.
They'd have better luck bringing back Ruin Johnson.
The director, they keep announcing, yes, the trilogy is happening, guys, every like couple of years or so now.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that been going? It's been a little quiet on that home front.
Real quiet.
Real freaking quiet. Yeah. I'm kind of curious now what the hell Ryan Gosling is signing up for. But yeah, so I don't know. Like I saw this, I'm like, well, here's something else new for this dumpster fire of a, because it's supposed to be now Rey's own little trilogy, like, or another trilogy for her. So it's like,
where when her and Poe get married is basically be the kind of the reverse of Anakin and Padme. Rey's gonna be the Jedi and Poe's not, and she's gonna get married.
where's the Poe Dameron thing coming from? He already had his chick in the last movie, didn't he?
No,
you mean
Rey?
Finn? Do you mean Finn?
No. Poe and Rey were a thing, were they not?
No.
What?
And in fact, there are people that were pairing up Poe and Finn. Very sick, demented people, but people nonetheless were doing that.
No, Finn had the Chinese chick.
Didn't she kind of vanish after the second movie?
Yeah.
Along with their little relationship that they started up.
Yeah. I think it's Poe and Rey.
I don't know. You know? I don't know. Other than this is all just batshit insane and stupid, and honestly, like I said, again, I don't know how anybody can have any faith in this project. And any project coming out of Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, Disney Lucasfilm.
The Force is female.
Well, yeah, but just because the Force is female doesn't mean they can conjure up a good movie or anything. Or clearly, they can't conjure up anybody to actually properly write this the way whoever.
Deborah Chow.
Oh God,
she can do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Not Leslie Headland. That's for sure.
Yeah, she already proved herself with the Acolyte.
Bring back Deborah Chow. Give her a second chance.
Oh, God. That'll be something. That'll be something.
Rather her than Tika Waititi.
Oh, Jesus. Like I said, they've had so many names attached to this. This is insane.
Yeah.
Dan Blackheart said, I have faith in Patrick. God dang it. Nerdy Neo says, they have great faith in the project with lots of fanfare. Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Small Time Republic says, Ryan Gosling was the lead role in Star Wars Mace Windu Jr. Let's go. I'm there. I'll be there day one. Buy the ticket and everything. Let's go. Yeah, so I just thought that this was just kind of another kind of goofy little thing there for all this.
Watch it happen.
Like I said, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
It's just funny that they can't seem to keep anything cohesive together, working and everything of the sort. Like they just cannot do anything for this.
Right.
It just keeps crashing and burning left and right.
I'm not ready for it.
Well, it's not like we'll be torturing ourselves with it.
No. Unless Brad will do it.
Dan Blacker says, I think that would be highly inappropriate. Okay. Well, do you think it's time, good sir?
Oh, I think it's time. It's been so long.
Okay.
I don't even remember what episode we're on.
I did. The last one we watched was Spirits with Talani and the whole.
Oh, that's right.
The whole goofy Native American things.
That's a pretty goofy episode.
It is. But we're on a good one now with Touchstone. This is a good one. Because this is the whole NID stuff and the second Stargate and all that. All right. So for anybody that hasn't been here before for this, now is the time where we will cut the feed for YouTube here, YouTube and Twitch. And now here are the links for Discord, not Discord, Rumble, Kick, and Odyssey, because they won't kick us off the platforms and torch the chat and everything that I know. Although Nerdy Neo has been here the whole time. But and this is gonna be kind of an interesting experiment with this whole watch along. But over on those other platforms, we will be able to keep the stream going, and we will be watching Stargate SG-1 episode. Was it episode 14? And we'll be able to watch it all along with you. Dan Blackbird says, I got a good feeling about this one. I can sense the bush is properly trimmed and ready to reveal. You don't want to miss it. That's right. Nerdy Neo with the winky face. But yeah, so jump on over to those platforms to continue, and we're just going to play it out. We're going to kill the feed here on YouTube, but thank you everybody that if you don't jump over, I will say thank you now to Dan Blackroyd, Nerdy Neo. So Nerdy Neo is asking this season 2 episode 14 is where we're at. Season 2 episode 14. Or yeah, that should be the correct ordering number now. I know it was a little different if you're like following along on like Amazon or anything like that. It was kind of goofy. But yeah. So we'll have this going. And again, if you want, please do jump on over to those other platforms to watch along with us. And again, I'll just say thanks to Nerdy Neo, Dan Blackroyd, Melissa Lord, Meteor Advocate Timon, Duke Devil 95, Static 2020, Small Time Republic, Captain Keeley, Darth Paz, Star Wars Marvel Purist, Star Wars Scran. Thank you all for hanging out, and I'm going to play us over. So we will hopefully see you all on the other side for some Stargate watch. Oh, I'm not even ready. Let me get the little playthrough. Hang on. Oh, darn it. Where did I put it? Where did I put that? Okay, I think I got it. Here we go. Okay. And Timon is already over on Kick. He's on top of it. He's ready for this. Let's go. So pumped. I'll have to reorganize that later. But yeah, we have ended things. There we go. I